Hopkinton High School turf fields. We are just about ready for Hiller Girls Varsity Soccer. About 7 minutes until the opening face-off. But right now, we want to show you our Hiller Soccer segment. You'll be able to see the entirety of the segment airing on HCAM Sports Talk, also available on our YouTube page. But Peter Thomas and myself, Tom Nappy, we talk some Hiller boys and Hiller girls soccer. So while we have a few minutes, we will show you part of that segment as we get ready for Hiller Girls Varsity Thursday night soccer on HCAM. So without further ado, here it is. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this segment of HCAM Sports Talk. Tom Nappy here, and we are joined by Peter Thomas to talk some Hiller soccer. Peter, how are you today?
Doing good, Tom. Great to see you again. What an exciting start to the season it's been, huh?
It's been unbelievable. The Hiller girls, they are 3-0 to start off the season. A nice win against Norwood via a 7-0 shutout to start things off, and then you go into Dedham. And it was only a 1-0 game, but the Hillers very dominant in that game as they outshot Dedham 21-3. And then you come back home and you take on Holliston. It was a good battle to start things out, but then the Hiller scoring just got going and they were unstoppable. Maddie Recupero came up with the first couple goals in that game, and then you had Nicole Tedstone with a nice goal and Allison Green all in the first half. And then you had Tedstone strike again early in the second half. Colleran struck again as well a couple times in that second half. And Emily Prisco also got in on the action as well. So great start to the season for the Hiller girls. They are looking good. The boys team, they're very young this year. They're playing well, but you know, they have some work to do, and we'll certainly talk about them a little bit too. But I want to start with this girls team. Peter, last year we got to see quite an unbelievable playoff run. They were the most dominant team in the TVL, which is very tough to do considering that the TVL is a very tough league to be dominant in. But this Hiller girls team, they're looking a lot like last year's team in many ways. They're looking like that dominant team once again. What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, it feels like they picked up where they left off. And I'll tell you, I didn't have that on my bingo card. I mean, I thought losing Georgie Clark, losing Joe DuPont, that there would be a little bit of a power outage up front. But it turns out that the midfield with Nina TZ, Maddie Recupero, Marin, when she drops to the midfield, like it's so good at just controlling the game that it just doesn't matter. I mean, like it doesn't matter. They're setting their forwards up. Their forwards are getting goals. Okay, so you just read off the list, but it typically starts with Maddie. Maddie opens her account in the game, and then from there on, the Hillers just roll. Going back to the Norwood game, 7-0. Maddie had a hat trick in that one. I'm just going to nickname her the Matrix. Okay, Maddie is like, it's like she's playing a video game out there. All right, she sees the game. It's like slow motion for her and real time for all of the rest of us mortals. Right? She moves the ball so well, controls it so well, sets up her team so well. I mean, I know you're gonna show a shot, a stat sheet there. She shot the ball, and how many times? 10 times is it, Tom? And yeah, 10 shots on target and 5 have gone in. 50% of the time she shoots, the ball goes into the goal. I mean, that's an incredible. She's 5 goals and 3 assists to start the season. I mean, that's a heck of a way to get the team going.
It really is, especially when you're the team leader on shots with 17, 10 have been on target. 5 have gone in, so a little under a third have gone in, but 10 on target, very impressive. And then how about Riley Colleran? And Coach Skiba has been putting Colleran and Recupero together on the left side of that offense, and they have just been dominant together. You got Colleran more towards the middle, Recupero on the outside, and those two coming up the field together, they are loaded with speed. They could burn by anybody. And when they're working together, they just find ways to get each other opportunities. And then, of course, you have Nicole Tedstone, who's had some great assists, or not assists, but some great passes and a couple of goals recently as well. So some of these new girls coming in as also they're kind of replacing what the loss of Georgie Clark was, and Brooke Birtwistle, and they're very different than Georgie Clark and Brooke Birtwistle, but they're very talented in their own ways. And I feel like this team is probably even more of a faster team than last year's was. It seems like there's more speed out there this season.
Yeah, I mean Riley is very quick, and she's a freshman, let's just say. So if you're a Hiller soccer fan, you got a lot to look forward to in the next couple of years, because if she's this good at 15 years old, just imagine with a couple more years of coaching and development and growth, what she's going to be like. She could be at her pace. I know we love Georgie and we talked about it, and she's the leading scorer in Hiller soccer history, no doubt. But I could see Riley making a bid for that at the way she is so opportunistically scoring, right? I mean, she's a freshman and not starting, and she's the second leading scorer on the team. So that'll tell you where it's at. But Tom, it just kept going from there. Dedham, I will say the Dedham game, 1-0, kind of a boring game. I mean, it was a lot of kickball. Seemed like the Hillers really couldn't get their footing there.
The thing about that game, though, you're looking at that shooting stat. They outshot Dedham 21-3.
Yeah.
That game was a lot more dominant than the scoreboard shows.
It really was. I mean, it should have been 10-0, right? But for some reason, the shots just weren't on target, or who knows what. But it doesn't really matter. They got the deal. They got the job done. Sometimes games are like that. You grind it out. But then to come home to Holliston, okay? So when we saw Holliston, you and I, at the beginning of this game, what are we showing here? Are we showing the?
This is the stats from the Holliston game.
Yeah. I mean, when the first 15 minutes of that game, you and I were both like, "Oh my goodness, where is this going?" Because Holliston came out on fire. I mean, it was a slugfest, and I thought, "Ugh, we're in a bit of trouble here." But I don't know what happened. I mean, obviously Maddie scored first. Okay. And I don't know if that took the wind out of their sails, or if it was Holliston's fitness was a problem. I don't know, but
Recupero scored at 22:30 left.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the Hopkinton High School fields. There you saw a bit of the segment that myself did along with Peter Thomas, talking about this Hiller girls varsity soccer team. Some very impressive stuff. You can catch the entire segment available on our YouTube page, as well as our website, hcam.tv. And, of course, it'll air on next week's edition of HCAM Sports Talk, which can be seen every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. on HCAM. Tom Nappy happened to be on the call with you tonight. John Ritz on camera. It is a girls varsity matchup. The 3-0 Hopkinton Hillers against the 2-1 Westwood Wolverines. The Hillers picked up a nice 8-1 win over Holliston this past Tuesday, while Westwood is off a nice 5-0 win as well this past Tuesday, as they were able to take down Norwood by a final of 5-0. Both teams looking to stay on the winning track. As we are ready to get things started, your goaltender matchup tonight, it is Ayla Chase for the Hopkinton Hillers, and for your Westwood Wolverines, it will be Alessia Chalangua. Alessa Chalangua in the net for Westwood. Marin O'Connor is in the center circle, set to get things going, and we are underway in this first half. Hillers in their home green jerseys, working left to right across your screen. Westwood in their away white jerseys with green numbering and lettering. As the Hillers trying to work up the far side. That is stalled by Isabella Wen, and now here come the Wolverines. There's a shot, and the Wolverines with the first shot of the game, and I save by Chase. That shot was by Lindsey Bannister, a sophomore for Westwood. Wolverines trying to put some more pressure on once again into the box now. Tracked down along the near side. And getting it away for the Hillers is Mosier. Well, Westwood, they came out flying. They know they got to keep the pressure going. As the Hillers work the near side, here comes Fotini Granzos. Your starting forwards, Fotini Granzos, Marin O'Connor, Nicole Tedstone for the Hillers. In the middle, you got Madison Recupero, Sofia Zuganedos. You got Nina Zuganedos in the back. And your defenders, Ashley McCann, Alex Clark, as that shot is wide, Laura Mosier, and Emma Prisco in that Ayla Chase. And we'll get you the Westwood starters as well. In the starting 11, it is Harper Morrison, a captain, Hannah Kalawa, a captain, as well as Caitlin Ferreira. All three captains in the starting fold as the Hillers looking for pressure here. Marin O'Connor nearly snuck in. Feeds it up. Here comes Recupero, look out. Recupero into the box, and that shot is deflected. Just getting in front of it was Harper Morrison. Other starters for Westwood, Kaiser McKenzie, Wenbella, Izzy Hansen, Olivia Mason, Olivia Shea, Alyssa Chalangua, Lindsay Bannister, and Erin Gannon. Rounding out the starting 11 for Westwood. Corner kick here. Corner of the box now. McCann and Westwood able to get it away. Wolverines led by head coach Seth Lukash. Hillers led by head coach Tom Skiba in his 6th season at the helm. Throwing from the far side. Some nice moves there by Recupero. It's taken away as Hannah Kalau got in there. Hillers working their way back up towards the box. Fotini Granzos. Well, this Westwood team, they're aggressive. They're going to stay right on the ball. The Hillers are going to have to find ways to make some room and keep their pristine passing and ball handling going. In that game against Holliston, it was a bit of a slow start for the Hillers. Holliston came out firing on all cylinders and got a few nice shots off. Should have probably had a goal at one point, as they were able to fake out the defender. Then a little mishandle by the defender allowed the Holliston forward wide open in the box, where she got a shot off, but an incredible save by Ayla Chase. And the Hillers were certainly lucky early in that Holliston game that Ayla Chase made some great saves. But then the Hillers woke up and they outshot Holliston and really got things going. They took a 1-0 lead about midway through the first half, thanks to Madison Recupero. And then in the final 10 minutes of the first half, it was all Hillers, as they added 3 more goals going into the halftime break. Olivia Shea with it for Westwood, as she was able to stop that attempted pass from Mosier. But now here comes the Hillers. Tedstone sends it up, intercepted by Olivia Mason. Mason puts it back to the keeper. Up the middle she goes with it. Here's Sofia Zuganedos getting in there. Mosier sends it back into the attack zone. O'Connor over to Granzos. Granzos trying to work the right side. That pass stalled by Olivia Mason. Throw in for the Hillers. Emma Prisco takes it. Nice throw into the box. Recupero. Westwood, they're going to surround her with defenders, especially in that attack area. Stalled by Prisco, able to get it over. A header by Olivia Shea. The lights are on here at Hopkinton High School. Good turnout, good crowd taking this game in, and certainly a beautiful night for some under-the-lights soccer. Hiller's doing a nice job keeping it in Westwood territory. But the Wolverines, they're trying to avoid letting them near that box. Nina gets it back. Hiller's going to switch it up. Alex Clark sends it far side. Sent up by McCann and knocked out of play. Hillers will have the throw-in. We're about 6.5 minutes into half number 1. This game was scheduled for a 6:45 start. Got started at about 7. They had the JV game first, and Hiller JV got the win in that one. 5-2 final. And just looking at some of the talent on the JV team, it looks like that this Hiller team, they're going to be good for a while. Some good up-and-coming talent in the lower ranks. Throw in for the Wolverines along the far side. And one of the keys to the game for Westwood is going to be not to get tired trying to keep up with this Hiller speed. And I think that's part of what happened to Holliston. They got a little tired as they're playing man-to-man with the Hillers and just eventually could not keep up with all this speed that the Hillers have. Of course, Peter and I have talked about it during our segments and on these broadcasts that conditioning is a really big part of the practices for the Hillers. Along the far side, Nina sends it over. Tedstone going to send it back. Hillers switching to the far side once again. Clark sends it up. Intercepted there. Clark gets it back over to Recupero, who will send it to Nina. Hillers trying to find an opening. Well, they're doing a nice job at controlling the ball, but having trouble finding gaps against this Westwood defense. Here's Nina going to send it up. She's looking for Fotini Granzos. And the Boston Globe just came out with their Eastern Mass high school rankings. Hopkinton ranked all the way at number 3 in the state, so some big expectations for this team. And actually, that's where they were last year in those rankings, number 3 in the state. I think towards the end of the season, they might have moved up to 1 for a couple of weeks and floated around the 1 and 2 spots. But rankings don't matter to this team. They want some wins. Wolverines trying to get it out of their defensive zone along the near side. Lindsey Bannister. Bannister able to get around Prisco. A nice send-off. Good job by Alex Clark getting in front of the 2 pursuing Wolverines there. Ayla Chase picks it up. She'll get rid of it. Good air under that one. Here comes the Hillers along the far side. Tedstone. And a little too much in front of her. Out of play it goes. I believe that's actually going to be a Hiller throw-in. Wolverines defender got a piece of it. Off the entry, over to Recupero. Recupero trying to work her way into the box, out in front of the net. Sends it over. Oh, a misfire there by Garanzos. Defender got in front of her foot. I think Recupero should have took the shot there. She had a good look. Top of the box now. Nina. Sends it over off of Tedstone towards the net, picked up. Well, the Hillers, they got the best of Westwood both times they met last season. A 3-1 win back in believe it was last September, and then towards the final game of the regular season right here against Westwood, a 3-0 win. But this Wolverines team held strong, and they are holding strong certainly so far tonight, and this could be one of those close games. I don't know if you're going to be able to get 8 goals off this Westwood team, but of course this Hiller team, they are breaking all kinds of records this season, so who knows. Recupero along the end line, trying to work her way in, and it's put out of play. Hiller is going to have a corner. That was off of Mackenzie Kaiser. Recupero sets it up. Keeps it low. Recupero with possession along the near side. Crosses it out in front, and it is just wide. That was Alex Clark playing it off her body there. Did a defender get a piece of it? Yes, one did, and the Hiller is going to have another corner. Nina Zuganedo set to take the corner. Nina TZ. Sends it out. Off the give and go. Nina with a boot. Header wide off of Clark. Alyssa Chalangua gets rid of it. Nina sends it back. 13 minutes into this first half. Scoreless game so far between the Hillers and Westwood. Nina sends it up. That pass attempt to flex. Clark along the far side. Sent over by Ted Stone. And now here comes Recupero burning up the sideline. Recupero into the box. Sends it out in front. It's deflected and sent away. What a pass by Recupero, but a great save by the Westwood keeper. I believe that was Sophia Zuganedos took that shot. Chalangua with a tremendous save there. That was a good, powerful shot right at the net as well. McCann off the entry. Wolverines trying to turn it upfield. Mosier sends it back to the keeper. Good boot by Chase up the far side. She was able to find McCann. Now it's back to Clark. O'Connor back to Clark. Clark sends it up. And she says, go get it. Here comes the Hiller speed. That is Ted Stone. Coming in. The goalie slides out, knocks it away. Hiller is going to have a corner. Nice corner into the box, but a header out by the defender. As Recupero took the corner. Give and go here. And defender gets in the way of Nina. Nice steal by Olivia Shea. Back to Shea goes Bannister. Trying to work the sideline. Mosier sends it up. Here's O'Connor putting on the moves. Sent over by Clark, sent up by Nina. That'll draw Chilango out, and she'll pick it up. Part of the reason Westwood has had a lot of success, great goalkeeping. Alesha Chilango was there last year and did a tremendous job for Westwood and is back this year. She's been busy so far this game. Wolverines looking for some pressure. Good stop by Prisco. Sent over by Sophia. Gratsos finds O'Connor. Myron O'Connor along the end line. Sends it out. There's a pass from Sophia to Nina. Clark gets a good piece of that into the box, wrapped up by the keeper. Now the Hillers doing a good job possession-wise. But this Westwood defense, they are keying in on the Hillers when they get towards that box and not letting them get those open shots. Taken away by Isabella Wen, who sends it over to the far side. Out of play it goes. Throw in Westwood. They'll have a handful of substitutions first. Molly Crummett, Emma Lou into the game. Wolverines looking for pressure, trying to work the far side. Set back by Clark. Hillers trying to work it back up the far side. Set back by Recupero. Gets it through to Nina. Nina strikes it up the field. Yeah, Recupero trying to get there. Chilango just cuts her off. Sent over by Prisco. Here's Nina. Gets it back over to Sophia. Alex Clark putting on the moves. Sends it through Recupero. Gets it over. Sophia TZ. Over to Gratsos. Gratsos looking to close in. Deflected out of play. Corner for the Hillers. Taking the corner will be Nina Zuganetos. There's it out in front, and it's put in! Off the corner, Fotini Gratsos. What a job there by the Hillers off the corner. She just pops it right in. Gratsos getting a piece of it, knocking it in. A 1-0 Hiller lead. Assist will go to Nina. That score comes at 20-37. Left in the first half. Here comes Westwood. And nice takeaway by Mosier along the near side. Wolverines hoping to find a way to get some pressure going. Back and forth we go at the midfield zone. Sent through. Alex Clark going to track it down along the far side. Towards Mosier. Up the sideline, she goes with it. Prisco is looking to send it up to Gratsos. Nice box out by Prisco. Sent over by Gratsos to O'Connor. A little miscommunication there as O'Connor was looking for Sophia. And out of play it goes. Hiller ball. Approaching 19 minutes left to go. 1-0 Hiller lead here in the first half. Beauty of a goal off a corner. Nina with just a perfect corner, arching right in front of the net. Fotini able to knock it in. And Fotini Gratsos, that was her second goal of the season. And for Nina, her second assist of the season. Here come the Hillers once again. Along the far side, that's Riley Colleran, who just recently hopped into the game. Leading the Hillers scoring-wise, it's Madison Recupero with 5, Riley Colleran right there with 4. When you got the two of them out there together, look out. And a play it goes along the sideline. Throw in Westwood. Header by Colleran. Ooh, some contact there on Recupero. Sent back over by Prisco to Alex Clark. Some nice control on that sideline by the Hillers. Sent up, looking for Colleran. Colleran gets jammed up. Sent out by Westwood, throwing Hillers. McCann on the entry. Nina gets out in front. Here comes Recupero, putting on the moves. Recupero working her way up into that box. Loose ball. Deflected up in the air. Header by Colleran. Sent over by O'Connor. Recupero. She got jammed up there by a couple Wolverines. And there's a strong boot wrapped up. Nice shot by McCann, going long distance. Good air under that one by the keeper. Nice stop there by Sofia Zuganitos. Mosier. Back and forth we go. Trying to play it off her body, Natalie Prisco. Here come the Wolverines looking for something. That's Natalie Unger. Unger met up with Emma Prisco there. Throw in Westwood. Oh, it's going to draw a whistle. Some contact there called on Sofia Zuganitos. And Westwood's going to have a free kick. Yeah, a little arm grab. Setting it up, Madison Travers. Hiller's going to get a wall of 3 in front. I think Travers just going to try to go right through him. Airs it out, off the crossbar, and out of play. Hiller's got lucky there. She succeeded in just putting it out of reach and chase, but unfortunately for Westwood, a little too high. Chase nearly was able to get her fingertips on it as well. Along the far side they go. Hiller ball. Just under 14 and a half minutes left in this first half. That is sent up by Sofia Zuganetos. Along the near side. With it is Travers, stolen away. Natalie Prisco sends it over. Here comes Recupero. Recupero putting on the move, sent back up the far side and out of play. Throwing Hillers. Recupero jammed up along the far side, trying to sneak her way through. Knocked back out of the box. And now here comes Nina. She got jammed up. Into Hiller territory. Mosier turns it back upfield. Back to Mosier. Good boot there. Recupero gets it back. Mosier to Clark. Clark back to Mosier. Along the near side now. And good steal by Sofia, who will send it up. Into Westwood territory. And Shalango will pick it up. Nino with the header. Good stop along the far side as Riley Colleran gets in there. Throwing Hillers. Entering the game, Catherine Chow, the freshman. She'll give Sofia Zuganetos a breather. It'll be a Wolverines throw-in as they make a substitution. Coming into the game for them, Isabel Hansen. She's in for Erin Gannon. Nina trying to send it through. Chow. Nice piece of it there out in front. And the keeper slides out, and the ball comes out. O'Connor with it, sends it over. And there's a boot, and it's off the side of the net by Colleran. That was quite a sequence there by the Hillers. Ball came out of the grasp of Chalangua. And the Hillers nearly had another one. Along the near side. Prisco gets in there, breaks it up. Nina. She's looking for Prisco there. Here comes Westwood. Unger trying to work her way down. Nina puts a stop to that. Over to O'Connor. Nice move there by Natalie Prisco. She'll cross it over. Looking for Colleran. Some back and forth along the far side. Set back by Nina. Alex Clark moves it up the sideline. Good boot upfield by Westwood. Mosier sends it back to the keeper. Over to the far side. I'll tell you, I'm sure both teams had this game circled on their calendar. Nice Thursday night under the lights game, but a great TVL rivalry. A lot of close games between these two over the years. Coming in for Westwood, Olivia Shea, and for Madison and Travers. Along the far side. And sneaking out is Recupero. Sends it up, Natalie Prisco. Correction, that was Chow who will send it into the box, wrapped up by the keeper. That one deflects as Prisco knocks it up the field. Chow getting in front of Unger there. Nice steal by Chow. Sends it up. Recupero. Gets it over to Natalie Prisco. Trying to put on the moves. Taken back by Westwood. Mosier sends it back. Look out. Good boot away by Chase. The Hillers switch it up. Nina sends it back. Here's Mosier. Moving it up towards Chow. Just under 7.5 minutes left to go in this first half. Nina gets in front of that one, able to knock it away. O'Connor looking for Colleran. Put out a play off of Colleran. Olivia Mason off the throw-in. Hiller throw-in from the far side. Into the game for the Hillers, Allison Green. She had her first goal against Holliston the other day. She scored one of the 4 second half goals for the Hillers. Along the end line and out. Hiller ball. Hiller field hockey getting some practice in off to the side here of the soccer pitch. They'll be in action tomorrow night. 5:30 start to that game. We'll have it live on HCAM. Wolverines trying to make some noise here in these late first half minutes. They're going to have a free kick. Natalie Unger was tripped up. Harper Morrison will take the free kick. Airs it out. It's a good one. At the net, wrapped up by Chase. Approaching 5 minutes left to go in this first half. Chase gets rid of it. Lands in front of Green. Natalie Prisco with it. Sends it towards Recupero now on the far side. Clark airs that one out. Colleran trying to stall it. Sends it back. Well, the Wolverines, you know, they're hanging around with the Hillers here. They're staying on their coverage and not giving the Hillers a lot of space to work with. And that's making this out to be a good back and forth battle. Recupero is trying to burn through there. And one of the things that they're managing to do that not a lot of other teams are capable of is staying in front of Recupero. Olivia Mason off the throw-in. Throw in Westwood. Recupero sends it back. Clark airs it out. Long and air side, put out a play. Westwood throwing. Nino sends it back to Clark. Chase gets under that one. Hiller's coming up the far side. Here's Ashley McCann doing some work along that sideline. Takes the throw in, looking for Colleran. Colleran crosses it into the box. Bobbled by the keeper, and she's just able to pull it in. Wow. Slipped out of the hands of the keeper, Alicia Chalangua. And she was just able to corral that one in before a couple Hillers approached. And that was a good job keeping her cool under the pressure there. Natalie Prisco, Chow sends it over. There's Prisco. Got Emma Prisco and Natalie Prisco in there. We're going to get a push against the Hillers. It'll be against Nina. Free kick for Westwood. We're in the final 2 minutes of the first half. Stick around at the halftime break. We'll have the latest Hiller highlights. A recap of week 1 of the Hopkinton Hillers fall season. Sent into the box. Mosier out in front of it, sends it away. And a nice pass there by Natalie Prisco. She was just able to straddle that sideline. As feeding it up is Recupero, and she finds Colleran. Closing in. Colleran takes it and got it! 2-0 Hillers! What a feed from Recupero, and what a shot by Colleran. That Recupero-Colleran combination, that is going to be something to look out for all season long. Just a beauty of a pass to Colleran, who was burning up the left side of the field, able to close in and put it in for goal number 2. That's Riley Colleran's 5th goal of the season and Madison Recupero's 4th assist of the season. Well, that's quite a way to close out the first half for the Hillers. Final moments of this first half. Hiller throwing. I think you're going to see quite a bit of that today, the Recupero-Colleran combination. And there it is. The whistle sounds, and that's the end of half number one. But the Hillers ending the first half on a nice high note. A beauty of a goal by Riley Colleran, courtesy of a tremendous pass by Madison Recupero. And 2-0 is where we stand at the halftime break. Hillers leading Westwood. A good battle we got going on here at Hopkinton High School, so you're certainly going to want to stick around for the second half. But for now, we have a nice recap for you of week one of the Hopkinton Hillers fall sports season. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM.
On Tuesday, September 3rd, Hiller Girls Soccer opened their regular season at home versus Norwood, and they got the scoring going about midway through the first half.
Clark airs it out, looking for Recupero. Recupero burning by everybody. Up the far side of the box he comes. Approaching, takes it, got it! Hiller strike first. Connor keeps it away. Sophia TZ gets it to Ratsos. Ratsos putting on the moves. Sends it back. Here's Nina. Nina gives it a boot. Wow! She strikes from long distance. Pushing up towards the field. Into the box. Who's going to get there? And a shot and another score. Granzos. Fotini Granzos gets the best of Abby Waters and makes it 3-0 Hillers. And here comes Recupero, slicing and dicing through defenders, and she puts in another one.
It was a 4-0 Hiller lead heading into the second half, and they added some more in the second frame.
Nina sends it over. Here's Recupero, putting on the moves, takes it, and got it. How about that for game number one of the season? A hat trick for Madison Recupero. Top of the box, sends it over. Open look, takes it, got it! Riley Colleran, the freshman, strikes for goal number 6.
Madison Recupero nets the first, fourth, and fifth goals of the game for the Hillers. Freshman Riley Colleran shined late in the second half as she netted 2 goals in her Hiller varsity debut. The Hillers went on to take down Norwood by a final of 7-0. The Hillers followed up the home opener victory over Norwood with a 1-0 road win over Dedham and finish week one of the fall 2024 season with a record of 2-0. On Wednesday, September 4th, Hiller Golf hosted Westwood. Levi Schuster had the Hiller top score, hitting a 39, but Westwood would end up taking the win, hitting a 228 overall, while the Hillers hit a 254. Hopkinton followed up with a 257-276 win this past Sunday at Bellingham. Hopkinton Hiller Golf now has 3 wins and 1 loss on the season. Be on the lookout for more about the Hiller Golf team in our Hiller Golf preview segment. On Thursday, September 5th, 1-0 Hiller Boys Soccer, fresh off a 3-1 win versus Norwood on Tuesday, September 3rd, had their home opener versus Dedham. The first score of the game came with just under 13 minutes left in the first half.
Timmy Holton, the senior, set to take the penalty kick. Owen Silva in net. And it's a goal. So Timmy Holton makes it 1-0 Dedham on the PK.
Dedham netted 2 goals in the first half and would end up taking the 2-0 win over the Hillers. Hopkinton finished week 1 of the season 1-1, while Dedham improves to 2-0. On Friday, September 6th, Hiller Field Hockey had their home opener versus Dedham.
Top of the circle. There's a shot towards the net, kicked away. Secondary shot out in front, and it is put in. Dedham strikes first. Fiona McCafferty gets the score.
It was a 1-0 Dedham lead heading into the second quarter.
Top of the box. Into the box, a nice feed and a score. It was Mary Kate Cronin who was able to send a nice back pass to Belle Daniels, and Belle Daniels puts it in.
Dedham struck again in the second quarter and had a 2-0 lead heading into the second half. The second half featured some great defense by both sides and great goaltending. The defense took over in the second half as both teams were held scoreless. Dedham took the win 2-0 to improve to 2-0 on the season. Hillers fall to 0-2 overall. Also that Friday evening, 1-0 Hiller Girls Volleyball had their home opener against Dedham. Steve Sweetapple and Matt Clancy were on the call.
Gabby with the serve. Good serve.
Deep serve.
Yeah, Landers. Got a good free ball. Good setup for Patty. Outside, Adriana.
Nice swing. What a great spot.
So Hopkinton takes the first set, 25-10. Adriana. Gabby outside. Elsa. Good swing. Landers handles that one.
Good job by Landers.
Well, it looked like a double.
That was, yep. Oh,
Adriana from the back. What a swing. Great swing from Adriana.
Flying up there. Wow.
Hopkinton takes that second set, 25-13. Back set.
Wow, nice back set.
Addie with the swing. McNamara again into the net. And that's it.
That will do it.
Hopkinton takes the third set, 25-14 for a 3-0 sweep of Dedham.
The Hiller girls took the 3-0 sweep over Dedham and improved to 2-0 on the season. The Hiller girls sweep Norwood and Dedham in week 1 of the fall season. HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by Bill's Pizzeria Kitchen and Grill, located at 14 Main Street. Find them online at mybillspizza.com.
Welcome back in to Hopkinton High School. We are ready for the second half. A 2-0 Hiller lead as we enter half number 2. We have switched ends. The Hillers in their home green jerseys will be working right to left across your screen. Westwood in the white. A good first half by the Hillers. It was Fotini Granzos and Riley Collerin on the scores. Assists went to Nina Zuganetos and Madison Recupero. A beauty of a pass by Recupero in the final couple of minutes of that first half to find Riley Colleran count up the left side of the field, and Colleran was able to get another score for the Hillers. We'll see how the Wolverines respond here in this second half. We are underway. Tom Nappy, happy to be with you on this Thursday night. John Ritz on camera. Recupero. And it deflects out on top of the box. There's a shot, and it's just wide by O'Connor. Aaron O'Connor nearly had another score there for the Hillers. It was just a little wide of the net. The keeper, it will stay with Westwood. The keeper did reach for it. Wasn't sure if she got a fingertip on it, but she did not. You know, talk about pressure coming right out at the start of the second half. Along the near side. And popped out of play off of McCann. Nicely done there by Aaron Gannon, throwing Westwood. Olivia Mason takes it. Recupero sneaks it out. McCann gets it over. Oh, look out. Wolverines trying to crowd the box. Good recovery by the Hillers. There's a boot. And wrapped up. Long distance shot by Avery Bohm. Chase gets under that one. Here's Recupero. She chips it up the field. Over to the far side. Ted Stone trying to track it down. Ted Stone battling for it. Along the edge of the box. It's going to be Westwood ball. Get a little pushing there. Knocked out of play along the far side of Westwood throwing. Nicely done there by Recupero. That one stalled by McCann. Wolverines will try to play some keep away there, but you can only do that for so long with this Hiller team. Over towards O'Connor along the end line. And knocked out of play off of Westwood. Looks like Emma Prisco going to take the throw in. For Recupero, she was battling it out for it. Westwood will win the battle that time as they earn the throw in from along the far side. Hillers with it, sent over to Nina. Nina was looking for Recupero. Westwood trying to move it into Hiller territory. And wrapped up by Ayla Chase. Chase got out of that one nicely. With it for the Wolverines, Olivia Mason sends it up. Now putting on the moves, Olivia Shea. Over to Isabella Wen. Here comes Westwood. There's a shot just off the mark by Erin Gannon. Well, Westwood able to find some space in the box. Gannon had a nice shot opportunity there, but sent it just wide. Well, the Hillers, they got to get back to winning those possessions. The Wolverines are being a little more physical than the Hillers are, and they have started off this second half with some good possessions. Hillers going to try to take control back. Along the far side they go. In front of O'Connor. Oh, we get an offsides. Just offsides there. Nina sends it back. Mosier gets it over to Alex Clark. Good boot by Clark, looking for Recupero. Recupero! Narrowly got in there, but Chalangua just able to scoop it up. Here comes Westwood. They're looking to work their way upfield quickly. Put out a play off of Alex Clark. Well, Westwood, they're trying to catch the Hillers off guard. They've been able to a couple times. Another throw in for Westwood. Off the side of the net, offsides Westwood anyhow. Into Alex Clark. She'll send it up. Recupero gonna try to get there. Here she goes. Recupero into the box, takes it, count it! Just leave it up the field for Madison. Recupero, let her burn by. And that's what can happen. Recupero makes it a 3-0 Hiller lead at 32:45 left to go in the second half. Madison Recupero with her 6th goal of the season. Here goes Recupero again. Sends it over to the far side. You see Westwood playing with 4 up front now in the second half, and before they were putting some more emphasis on the defense, but they're really trying to get something going offensively. And Recupero had the good opportunity to burn by everyone. A chip in the box out in front. I think the defender just got a piece of it. And a nice possession win for the Hillers there. That was a good job by Ashley McCann. I'll tell you something, this Westwood team, they're not going to go away. You got to keep your foot on the gas pedal throughout this entire game if you're the Hillers. Clark sends it up. This Westwood team, you got to tip your cap to them. They're playing physical, they're playing tough. They're having some good possessions. And they have one here. Into the box. Looking for a shot off the mark. Good attempt by Erin Gannon. Sofia Zuganetos was just able to get in front of her. It's getting a little physical towards the box. You gotta be careful. You don't want to get that penalty call. Aired out. But Sophia did a great job at battling through that one and helping the Hillers recover there. Throw in from along the near side by Ashley McCann. Sent over by Ted Stone. McCann stalls it. Mosier. Little mishandle there, but she'll recover. Up the far side she goes. It's good to see Anaga Kulkarni, the Hiller who's been out for the last couple days, running up and down the sideline, and she should be back very soon. Maybe she's, based on the way she was running, I'm sure she could play in this game. But of course, being so early in the season, the Hillers want to be careful not to bring her back too quick, have her re-agitate that ankle injury. Recupero sends it up, looking for Ted Stone. Ted Stone with some space to work with. Ted Stone battling it out along the near side. Recupero along the corner of the box. Driving in, leaves it out. Oh, it's put in. What a score by the Hillers there. Recupero able to win that battle. And on the goal, that was Marin O'Connor. So O'Connor, with an assist from Recupero, makes it 4-0 Hillers. That came at 29:13 left to go in the first half. Well, you know, you saw this momentum going towards Westwood, and that's when the Hillers could just break through at any time. Wolverines looking to break through here. And a play it goes. Hiller ball. It's been a fun battle tonight between these two TV large rivals. Alex Clark sends it over. Ooh, dangerous there. Nice job getting rid of it by Chase. Back and forth we go here in the Hiller defensive zone. Sent up by Clark. Trying to bring it back. Kalawa, Hannah Kalawa sends it back. Wolverines doing a nice job keeping control here in the attack zone. Olivia Shea sends it over along the near side. And good job by Ted Stone there. Sent up towards the box. And there's a shot, and it's just off the mark by Isabel Hansen. Well, I'll tell you, Westwood being more aggressive up front. It may have led to one or two Hiller goals, but it's given this Wolverines offense some good opportunities. Corner for Westwood. Knocked back out of play. We'll do it again. Along the top of the box. And there's a header by Mosier. Trying to get it into the box there was Harper Morrison, good job by Mosier getting in front of it. Recupero trying to burn through. And ball knocked out of play, throwing Hillers. Oh, free kick for the Hillers here. Good air under that one by Alex Clark into the box and wrapped up by the keeper. Pushed up the middle there by Olivia Shea. Wolverines, they've gotten some good pressure in this second half. Couple of near goals as well. Here comes Recupero, burning through everybody. Top of the box. Some nice footwork there, and they send 3 Wolverines to get the ball away. How a play it goes. Good battle here between Isabel Hansen as well as number 18 for the Hillers, Ashley McCann. Wolverines working in the offensive zone, sent away by McCann. Back and forth we go here. Nina sends it up. Here comes the Hillers. Sofia Zuganetos towards the sideline, knocked out of play off of Westwood. Some substitutions for both sides. Natalie Prisco, Riley Colleran back into the game for the Hillers. And amongst the athletes entering the game for Westwood, you get Avery Bohm, Madison Travers, and Emma Lou. Sent over by Sophia. Recupero is trying to squeeze it through there. Here comes Westwood. Isabel Hansen sends it down. Back to the keeper. Good boot by Alex Clark. Nice air under that one. Colleran trying to get to it. And Chalango came way out to knock that one away. I'd say that was a smart move by Chalango, though, with Colleran quickly approaching. McCann up to Colleran. Sent up by Westwood. Mosier, nice job keeping it away from the approaching Isabel Hansen. Here's Nina. Sent up by Sophia. On the far side. The cross. And knocked away. Got Natalie Prisco along that far side. Now McCann sends it over, looking for Colleran. It got a little too far in front of her. Throw into Westwood. 22 minutes and counting left to go in the second half. A 4-0 Hiller lead. Sent over by McCann. And now Recupero. For correction, that is O'Connor. Recupero now with it along the corner of the box. Sends it over. Colleran. Popped out of play. Can off the throw-in. Cupro trying to put on the moves. Colleran comes up with a nice steal there. Finds Recupero. Crosses it. Out in front. And there's a shot. And it's turned away. O'Connor nearly had another one. Off the throw-in. Good battle for it along the far side. Knocked out of play. Throw in Westwood. Here come the Wolverines. They got a 3-on-2 coming up the field. Smart move there by McCann. She'll pop it out of play. Wolverines will have the throw-in. Hillers trying to work their way out. Along the top of the box now. Turned upfield by Emma Prisco. Nina gets in there, sends it up. Colleran racing up the field. Oh, good keep away by Olivia Mason for Westwood. Here's Alex Clark, sends it off to Nina. McCann slicing and dicing by the defender. Gets it over to Sophia. And now Natalie Prisco trying to take it towards the box. Prisco chips it into the box. And too many Wolverines are able to clear. Mosier gets it through to Emma Prisco. Good boot there. Look at that distance. Colleran approaching. Towards the end line. Just able to keep it in. Or did she? Well, I think they called it out. Couple substitutions for the Hillers. Catherine Chow, Allison Desmond back into the game. Sophia Zuganitos will take a break, as well as Laura Mosier. Great game by both of them. They had to do a lot of work defensively for the Hillers. Popped out of play. Throw in Westwood. Olivia Mason going to take it. Sequence of headers there. Westwood ball. Off the entry, up towards O'Connor. Natalie Prisco trying to break through. And picked up by Ayla Chase. Chase rolling it out to Emma Prisco. Good boot there. Recupero sends it up to a wide open Colleran. Oh, they're going to call him offsides. couple steps too far there. Set for the free kick, Emma Lou. And out of play it goes. Handful of substitutions for Westwood. Lindsay Bannister, Aaron Gannon, and Hannah Kalawa into the game. .45 and counting. Left to go in the second half. Hillers clinging on to the 4-0 lead. Westwood looking to threaten here. There's a boot towards the net, wrapped up. There's Hannah Kalawa on the shot. Good air under that one. I'll tell you, a fun matchup to watch upfield. You got Olivia Mason up against Riley Colleran. A lot of speed on both sides. O'Connor, offsides. Good job by Catherine Chow knocking it away. Here comes Recupero. Drew a push from behind. Along the far side now. Good pass break up there by McCann. Sent up by Nina. Sneaks through. Towards the near side now. Back out over to Lou. Sends it up. And a nice steal by Recupero. To Colleran. Give and go with Recupero. Recupero along that end line. And some nice work by the defender that time. Here's McCann. Able to sneak it through. Nina approaching. Popped away. Colleran. Ends up out of play. Just out of play. Along the near side. It's going to be a Hiller throw-in. Well, Natalie Younger just a little late trying to keep it in there. Here comes Westwood. Oh, off the foot of Erin Gannon and out. Thrown there by McCann. Nina with the header. Along the far side. Good battle for it. Here's O'Connor. Looking for Colleran. Colleran. Into the box. Takes it. It's just off the mark. Well, good feed by O'Connor. Colleran able to speed by everyone. Would like to get a little bit better of an angle on that shot. Approaching 11 minutes and 30 left to go. Clark. Sent towards the middle. Nina gets in there. O'Connor looking for Colleran. Good job by the defender staying in front of her. Olivia Mason, got to give her credit. She's been defending Colleran quite well in this second half. Good boot by McCann. Here comes the Wolverines looking for a shot. What a save by Chase. Chase gets in front of the shooter. They're able to knock it away. And some substitutions for both sides. Westwood, they're subbing in 5. Coming in for the Hillers, Allison Green, Aubrey Thomas. Looks like the Hillers going to have Westwood's going to have a whole new defense. Madison Dufour, Olivia Mason, and Kenzie Kaiser amongst the Wolverines entering this game. Hillers along the far side. Sent over and popped out. That is Allison Green who got a nice breakaway coming up the far side. Allison Green, one thing she brings some more additional speed to this already very fast Hiller team. It's going to be Westwood ball, under 9.5 left to go. Hillers seeking their 4th win tonight. Throw in Westwood. I would say this game's probably got to be the most even shot-wise that the Hillers have had yet with an opponent. Good save there by Chase. Ayla Chase has really had to work tonight. Sent up by Clark. Nina gets it over to Green. Hillers trying to work their way into Westwood territory. Sent over to the far side and out of play. Hiller throwing. Back out it goes. A few more substitutions for Westwood. Nicole Kalawa, Audrey Lake into the game. And a good block there by Alex Clark. Here's Allison Green. Trying to send it up there. Pass upfield by Chow. She'll send it over to Avery Machad. Just recently entered the game for the Hillers. Nina puts it towards Thomas. Thomas with a cross. Here comes Westwood. Coming up field now, Emma Prisco. Gets it out in front of Green, approaching, and wrapped up by Kalangwa. Allison Green nearly had a great shot opportunity there. Nina sends it over. And we get an offsides call. Colleran just a step offsides. We're under 6 minutes left in the second half. Nina sends it back, popped up by Clark. Bella Wen sends it back. Good job by Clark getting in there. Green gets it over. Here comes Colleran. Colleran putting on the moves, approaching, takes it, and just a little too much. We've reached the 5-minute mark in the second half. Sofia Zuganetos coming in for Nina TZ. Out front. And there's a boot off the mark by Sofia. Let Sofia have a little fun with the offense in that striker position. Along the far side. Couple substitutions for Westwood. Madison Travers and Avery Bohm back into the game. Final minutes of this second half. Well, next time these two teams play, Hillers, they'll head to Ashland next Tuesday. Westwood will be heading to Dedham for what should be a good TVL battle. Colleran flying up the near side, leaves it out. She was leaving it for Green there. Good battle with Green and Dufour. And knocked out of play along the end line. It'll be Westwood ball. Stopped along the far side by Natalie Prisco. Crosses it. Wolverines trying to work their way down. Looking for some last-minute pressure here. It'll be Westwood throwing. Deflected. And a good boot by Clark. Well, it was an entertaining game on this Thursday night. Lots of good shots by both sides. Westwood got a number of good shots as well and got some pressure going. Some tremendous goaltending by Ayla Chase. Some Great shots by the Hillers, some tremendous passing. This is going to be a good team win for the Hillers. This Westwood team, they're tough. They're going places. They'll certainly be around come postseason time, I'd imagine. Along the far side. Another good boot there by Clark. Flying up the far sideline, Green. Sent down and stopped there by Sophia. Into the box. Chow with it. And it's taken away. Sent up the far side. Westwood trying to get some pressure here in these final moments. Looking to approach. Getting by everybody there, Isabel Hansen. And popped out of play by Clark. Off the throw-in. And that will do it. This game will come to a close, and the Hillers take it by a final score of 4-0. Another great Hiller win here on this Thursday night in the first half. You had Fotini Grazos find the net courtesy of an assist by Nina Zuganedos. And then you had Riley Colleran off a beauty of a pass by Madison Recupero with under 2 minutes left in the first. It was 2-0 Hillers heading into the break. And then a little less than 8 minutes into the second half, Maddie Recupero broke free, found some space, knocked in the third goal of the evening. And then to cap it off, you had Marin O'Connor off a beauty of a pass by Recupero, and she was able to bang it in to make it 4-0, and that's how the game would stand. A tremendous defensive effort by the Hillers, some great passing, some great shots. Wolverines, they were able to provide a lot of pressure as well, but some incredible goaltending by Ayla Chase to earn this shutout here tonight. For John Ritz on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time, the Hopkinton Hillers victorious over the Westwood Wolverines by a final of 4-0. That is going to do it for our coverage here tonight. Be sure to tune in to Hiller Field Hockey tomorrow evening at 5:30 p.m. But as always, we thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.